Interior, Crone's cabin, evening. Rain pours outside, as Celi, a witch, preps a pot of stew. It doesn't look like any stew we've ever seen. It looks foul. Celi takes a wooden spoonful of the greasy concoction. Strings of waxy sinew dangle from her mouth. She slurps them up. The door bursts open, revealing 2 cowboys in soaked dusters, standing shrouded in shadow and rain.
Speak.
My sister.
Taken?
Before her time.
Celi turns around to face them for the first time.
Leave it be.
We have money.
Then use it to buy some good sense.
Listen, witch, you don't help me, I'll have a posse up here to burn this place to the ground with you in it.
You have to walk west on foot to the witching stone, and you spend 3 nights there.
Then what?
Stick to the laws, I tell you.
Opening credits. Exterior, prairie camp, early morning. Wide shot of 2 men making camp, silhouetted against the white early morning sky. They are on the plains.
The night is hungry and will try to trick you. It will sing you songs and cry for your touch, and in the end bay for blood. Go not into the night and keep the laws, I tell you.
Reilly writes in a diary. Chisholm uses his giant bowie knife to whittle a carving from a stick. Reilly gets up and goes to a cage containing a hare.
Kill and bury a hare with a keepsake from the lost.
Reilly pulls the rabbit out of his cage and cuts its throat. Chisholm hands Reilly a snag of white lace. Reilly wraps the white lace around the dead hare. He buries the rabbit in the field. The 2 men stare at the grave of the hare.
And remember this, above all. Touch not the things you see until the morning dawns on the 4th day.
Title card. Black with white woodcut writing. Night 1. Exterior, prairie camp, night 1. Quiet. Both men drowse by the dying fire. Chisholm breaks the silence.
What if it doesn't work?
It'll work.
You believe that?
I wouldn't have buried you and mourned with you if I didn't. I wouldn't have hunted them men down with you if I didn't. And I wouldn't be out here doing magic with my best friend if I...
Reilly is interrupted by singing from beyond the darkness. The direction of the music bounces around, coming from everywhere and in different voices. The song is an English ballad, The Unquiet Grave.
The wind doth blow today, my love, and a few small drops of rain. I never had but one true love. In cold grave she was laid. I'll do as much for my true love as any young man may. I'll sit and mourn all at her grave for 12 months and a day. The 12-month and a day being up, the dead began to speak. Oh, who sits weeping on my grave and will not let me sleep?
Both men are startled awake. Reilly blinks and puts his glasses on. Chisholm recognizes at least one of the voices.
Hey, who's out there?
The singing continues, but now only in one voice. A woman's voice continues to sing.
"'Tis I, my love, sits on your grave, and will not let you sleep. For I crave one kiss of your clay-cold lips, and that is all I seek."
Chisholm joins in. Terrified, he sings like he is compelled to. The 2 sing together.
"You crave one kiss of my clay-cold lips, but my breath smells earthy strong. If you have one kiss of my clay-cold lips.
The singing stops, leaving Chisholm to say the last line, alone.
Your time will not be long. Hello?
Reilly looks around. They were surrounded, and now they're alone. Exterior Prairie Camp, Day 2. Reilly wakes up from his bedroll. The sky is white. He stands up to go take a piss when he sees Chisholm looking down at the earth where he buried the rabbit. Reilly wanders over and both men look down. There, growing out of the earth, is a pale woman's hand, clutching the ribbon the rabbit was buried with. Reilly goes back to the camp and begins scribbling in his notebook and consulting a grimoire. Chisholm follows, angry.
You ever seen anything like that?
No,
Where's the rabbit?
I don't know.
Is that... Who's buried out there?
The crone said to leave it.
We can't leave her buried.
Leave it. We still have 2 more nights.
Title card, black with white woodcut writing. Night 2. Exterior Prairie Camp, Night 2. Both. Out of the darkness a figure appears. It is a woman. Chisholm stands up, wild-eyed. A figure comes into the firelight, but still staying about 10 feet away from the central camp. The figure is a woman wearing a burlap rabbit mask.
Emmy?
Gus.
Reilly stands up from his bedroll, standing behind Chisholm, both of them staring at the rabbit woman.
Don't.
I've missed you, brother.
Oh, God.
Come to me, Gus. Tell me about your journey.
Remember what the crone said.
Emmy, I can't. Not yet.
You must have traveled far,
Don't listen. Plug your ears.
but you still have further yet to go.
What do you mean, Emmy?
Go not into the night and keep the laws I tell you. Chisholm, remember.
Not much longer, Emmy. Not much longer.
No, not much longer at all.
The rabbit woman backs away, disappearing into the dark, her eyes still visible like those of a deer on the highway. Chisholm lets out a breath. His voice catches like he's trying not to cry. Reilly calls him back, offering him a flask.
Come on back to the fire. Have a pull. Please.
Exterior Prairie Camp, Day 3. Reilly drinks coffee while poring over his journal. Chisholm, hollow-eyed, stands staring at the bleak plains. He hums the song he heard 2 nights ago while using his Bowie knife to whittle something that is starting to take shape.
What?
What?
Did you just say something to me?
Reilly shakes his head, stares at Chisholm before going back to his book. Title card, black with white woodcut writing. Night 3. Exterior Prairie Camp, Night 3. Both men are tense, separated by the fire they built. Chisholm stares at the fire like he was a lion staring down a gazelle. Reilly looks at Chisholm, worried that his friend is sick.
Chisholm. Gus.
What is it?
Just 1 more night.
I know.
We stick to the old witch's rules, and you'll get her back.
Beat, as Chisholm continues to stare at the fire.
Remember the rules, all right?
I remember.
Their conversation is broken by singing. It's the same song, The Unquiet Grave, from the first night, but this time, instead of changing voices, the song is a chorus of people. Chisholm and Reilly begin to look in all directions, and they see people of every shape and size, all wearing handmade burlap rabbit masks. They are surrounded.
Gus, I miss you.
I miss you too, Emmy.
Don't talk to them.
Not much longer.
And still too long for family.
Just cover your ears. We got till morning.
Would you please let me hug you, Gus? I miss my big brother.
Oh, yes, Emmy.
Damn it, Gus.
We're so hungry. We too have traveled far.
We? Who are you traveling with?
Please, Gus. We started this. Let's finish it.
New family. We are many.
We have rations, Emmy. If y'all come by the fire...
We do not eat hardtack, Gus.
Ask it, Gus. Ask it why they're all wearing masks.
We have many mouths.
And then I can be with you?
Gus, listen to me. The night is hungry and will try to trick you.
You can be with me and all your new brothers and sisters.
The brothers and sisters start to cackle and yip like coyotes. Reilly is undaunted.
It will sing you songs and cry for your touch.
Chisholm turns around and stabs Reilly in the belly with his knife. Reilly looks surprised and terrified.
Oh, in the end, they pay for blood.
Feed us, brother.
The rabbit monsters scream and cackle and yip, all begging for the meat of the bleeding man.
Please, no. Please, Gus. Please.
Chisholm drags Reilly past the camp, and he is beset upon by the masked creatures. Reilly screams. The monsters eat.
Now come to your sister.
Chisholm, half mad and spattered in the blood of his friend, staggers toward the rabbit woman.
Emmy?
Yes, my brother?
Why are you all masked?
Because we have changed.
The rabbit woman unlaces her mask. We don't know what she looks like, but she is not human. Chisholm looks horrified, eyes wide.
And so will you.
Chisholm's scream is cut off. Exterior prairie camp, morning. The white of the sky lights an abandoned camp. Reilly's notes are blood-spattered. The wind blows the pages. There is a half-carved rabbit next to the fire. End.